Hi guys, welcome back to Up and Adam. I got Brenna today and little Ellie, and little project we're going to work on today is cleaning up this mess I got going on here. These are some lean-to trusses over here I acquired a number of years ago with hopes of putting a lean-to on the barn. It's not happening. I'm not getting to it. I think they've been sitting here for, I don't know, at least 5 years probably now, and they need to get out of here. I'm just going to clean this whole area up. The blocks I'll use eventually, so I'm going to move those back to the back part of the property. This is behind my garage, and I'm just wanting to get rid of this eyesore. So we're gonna move this stuff out of here. If the trusses are worth maybe getting a dollar for, I'll try to sell them. The blocks will go out back. There's some pipe in here that I salvaged from something. And I got a stack of telephone poles here I'll move out of here. And I don't know what else we'll find in here, but my goal right now is just to get this area cleaned up. As I get fill from jobs, I bring it in here, and this whole area here is on fill, and I'd like to extend this out probably eventually into here, make this nice level area behind the garage, and what that'll turn into in the future I'm not sure, but anyhow, let's get started. Got the girls helping me, and should be a fun, interesting day. So go ahead, climb up in there.
Okay.
Your hand?
Yeah, I got it. Oops. Got it.
All right, now I'm gonna move these telephone poles, and I think I'm gonna throw the forks on the 110 to move them around. It'll just not destroy the yard as bad. I had to use the skid loader for those concrete blocks because they're too heavy. The 110 will lift them, but not with the rototiller on the back. And you have to use like the trailer mover that I got on right now, because you have to have a like short hook point to it. It's all that machine wants, but I have moved those blocks with it. But you have to have the backhoe on it or something heavy on the back, heavier than the brush hog, or else it gets too light on the back end. But the telephone pole shouldn't be an issue for it. So we'll throw the forks on it and load those up and move them next. These were supposed to be the posts for the lean-to that I was going to put on the barn. That isn't happening. So all right, so the telephone poles are out of here for right now. They're on the trailer. I'm gonna put them back where I dropped those railroad ties, I think. These pipes were in here. I can't even remember where some of this stuff come from. It's been here so long. It's terrible. Some of that I'll save just because, I don't know, it's nice to have pipe for stuff sometimes. In fact, I just used a piece of that the other day to build the prop rod for the tailgate on the tandem. It'll either be before this video or after this video. That hasn't been up yet, but anyhow, so it comes in handy sometimes. Now, throughout these weeds, there's still other stuff, and I'm not sure what's in here. Nothing's super important, but there's another piece of tin here. There's a piece of pipe. There's the bottom of an IBC toad in there. There's some old hand-hewn beams that are probably junk now. So I think I'm going to throw the grapple bucket on the skid steer, and I'll comb through this area and try to get back to these trusses. And then we'll get them uncovered, get them moved out, and see where we go from there. What, Ellie? What are you doing? What? You're being silly. Same thing with this bigger pipe, Brenna. You can take over there. This is scrap. We'll scrap this piece. We'll scrap that bent piece. We'll scrap this piece. We'll keep that one and keep that one for now. So I just went and got the little dumper hopper for the, it's for a skid steer, but put it on the 110. I'm gonna throw all our burnable stuff in there, clean up that stuff.
I did.
Okay, you got in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you gonna?
You gonna drive?
No, you drive.
You want me to drive?
Yeah.
Okay, you're not ready to drive yet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But we got some wood over there that can go in here too, and then we'll get this tarp uncovered and see what kind of condition these trusses are in, if they're even worth trying to save or sell or whatever. So I don't know what to do with these. They don't look too bad. I don't know. I think I'm gonna throw them up on Facebook Marketplace and see if I can get a few $100 out of them. I think they're probably worth that to somebody that can use them. I don't think every one of them is gonna be good, but like this one, the corner's messed up a little bit, but the rest of it's decent. That one, that board there is probably bad, and the next one, but I think some of them can be sacrificed. I hate throwing away something. I could throw them on a burn pile and burn them, and that's what I'll do if I can't sell them. But if somebody can use them, why? I'd rather see them go to use. There's 34 of them there, so even if you get half of those that are usable, why? That would be good for somebody for some some storage area somewhere. So I put these in here. Like I said, these have been here for at least 5 years, and I had the 110 at the time. I didn't have the skid loaders, and I had the 110 with forks on one end, and Brenna was running the excavator. Let me reverse that. I was running the mini excavator with a strap or chain holding one end of them, and Brenna was running the forks on the 110, and together we was able to move them. The skid loader would lift the whole, you know, one stack by itself, but I don't know if it will by lifting it in the center. Maybe we'll play around with that and see if I'm able to move the whole stack that way without breaking them all up. But anyhow, this is what we got. So I just listed these on Facebook before I pulled them out, and once I pulled this stack out, you can see here that, well, you can see there's groundhog holes, which I knew there was groundhogs living under here, but they chewed these ones all up. This stack doesn't seem too bad, but I'm not going to mess with dealing with people on Facebook and stuff. I'm just going to put these on the burn pile and burn them up, and it is what it is. It's my fault for leaving them sit here this long, and it'll get them out of here, get it cleaned up, and we can move on to something else, and less messes. That's my goal here. We need to have less messes. Too much clutter. So I'm going to throw the grapple bucket back on the skid steer, and I think I'm just going to try to pinch these and carry them to the back property where the burn pile is. we're losing Ellie. She's going in to take a nap. She was falling asleep in the skid steer. As you can see, some of these fell apart on the way back here, and I even carried them hanging down so they were stronger, you know what I mean? They just were rotted. There's no sense in trying to keep these. I mean, that's kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. So this is the last two pieces that we got to clean up, and then we'll dump them on the fire pile too. This little hopper thing, Bobcat makes this. I've never seen anybody else make one like this, but it comes in handy for these cleanup jobs, or if you've got to move a lot of material on a site far distance and you can't get the dump truck in there. Usually put this on the skid steer, and then I'll load it with my mini excavator or something. And you don't use it too often, but when you do use it, it comes in handy. A lot of people think that the machine's supposed to pick the whole thing up, and that's not how it works. I'll have Brenna hold the camera here and I'll show you how you dump this out. You just pivot it on these front wheels, and you can pick up a lot of weight with it with not a big machine. The 110 will pick that up. We'll dump it and move it around almost full of stone. Now the skid loader, I can heap it with stone and it'll be good, but for small jobs that you need, you know, to get in and out with material, it works good for that too. So I'll show you how it dumps here now. All right, guys, that's about sums this one up. I don't have to get real particular with this. This will grow grass. I can mow this now if I want to, which I will. But eventually I'm going to end up bringing this more fill in here. I'll clean up these weeds and stuff at some point, but I'll bring in more fill in here, and this will all be 2 to 3 feet deep out through here, actually, if I bring it up to that level. So it's hard to see probably on camera, but we'll get those telephone poles a home for them, and those railroad ties, I'll probably end up burning those too. And but for the most part, this is done. Looks a lot better than it did. Got rid of some junk we don't need, and life's better because of it. So, all right, well, thanks for joining us. We got this done. Ellie's sleeping. Me and Brenna's gonna finish some things up here, and hopefully we'll get this edited and put up on YouTube pretty soon. Like to get something out for you guys. It's been a while since we put something out, so thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you on the next one.